Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing?
What's up, guys? I listen. This might seem weird seeing a 20 or 15 minute, however long this podcast is going to be. Well, this isn't going to be
Could be
a
10
podcast.
minutes.
It could be, honestly. Basically, me and Sean, after a board meeting, we basically agreed that waiting a week to discuss, like, say, this weekend's UFC and PFL event, waiting till next weekend is kind of going to bore you guys out. So it's better to get the information out as quick as possible. So basically, we've agreed on a schedule where Friday or Saturday, we're going to record and upload prediction videos for the upcoming bouts. So that doesn't include, well, if Bellator is happening, then we're going to have to record on Friday. But we'll fucking come to that when it comes up. But basically, we're recording this on Friday, just after the weigh-ins and all. Tomorrow we're going to upload this as a prediction. Don't worry, the normal podcasts are coming. They'll just be uploaded every Sunday now. Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon possibly, because we're going to be recording it Sunday morning. So basically, same day recorded is the same day it's coming out, which is, I think, is a fucking treat, man. So same schedule, still videos on Saturday, but the actual podcast on Sunday.
Yes, sir. Let's get into this UFC. What is it? 261? Yeah,
261,
261.
man.
All right. So this instant, okay, predicting the women's strawweight bout, Liang Na versus Ariane. Man, I'm gonna put it down how it is. Ariana is gonna walk away with a dub here.
Oh, for
Not
real?
because I know, not because I know anything about her or who she's fighting, just because I like her name.
Well, Sean, I actually think that
I don't know her.
I think you're actually delusional because Liang Na, I believe, is gonna come away with the victory here. I'm gonna be real here, Sean. I don't think she's the only Chinese women's fighter that is gonna come away with the victory. Just saying, just saying. But hey,
Oh,
let's move on. Let's move on.
no,
Liang
no,
Na is
no,
getting this
no.
done.
You're not saying anything, but like, you know what I mean. Like, you're not saying anything.
Mm, mm, mm. Of course, but let's get into it, man. Uh,
This next fight, okay, I actually have done a little bit of research on this one. It's a very interesting one. So I want to call him Aori versus Jeff Molina. I'm gonna say it. Both of them, it's their first official fight in the UFC. Um, Aori is coming off a KO victory back in January of last year. Hasn't fought for a year, and he's currently on a 6 fight win streak. Coming into this, he is a decision merchant. I will tell you this: 11 decision victories, 11 decision victories, 5 KOs, 2 submissions. So you can see he's a nice, well-rounded fighter, but is 0 losses by KO. So I'm thinking that he will come in and take the W here. I think it'll be a decision, because the man who he is fighting, Jeff Molina, I see he's also on a nice tasty win streak. I believe it's actually a bigger win streak. Wait, hold on, 7 fight win streak he's on, but he doesn't have the pedigree of Aori. I feel he's not as well because Molina's only 23. I think that Aori's ability to get the decision will just I think that's what's going to play the part in it. And yeah, my prediction for this fight is Aori to beat Molina via decision.
you know, I to be honest, I'd go the same way as well. Aori has a pretty nice record, and the fact that he has so much more experience than Jeff Molina. He has twice the amount of wins than Jeff Molina has fights. So uh, yeah, I got Aori on this one. To be honest with you, I got him decision as well. To be honest, don't get me wrong. I think the last fight as well, Liang Na is going to get it done by decision. I feel like this early prelims is going to be decision fest. I don't know why I have that feeling, but I believe so.
I could see that. I could see
Mm.
that 100%.
But okay,
It's a it's
next up.
it's a big weird one. This whole like these. these ones on the early prelims anyway. They do seem to have that kind of aura that they could be decisions. But what
You
you're
never
saying,
know.
we're moving on now.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
So who's this? Rodrigo Vargas versus Zhu Rong in the UFC lightweight division. Rodrigo is 35 years old, so he's getting up there. And currently he is coming off a 2-fight loss streak. And our good friend here, I think I know him, Zhu Rong, has, I think he's got, here it is, he's 21 with 11 KO victories. It's his first fight in the UFC. I've heard of
Very
this guy, I
impressive.
feel though. Two fights, uh, 2 fights in a row now with KOs. Hold
I
on,
think this is
how
going to
big
be
is
the
his win
sleeper
streak?
in
One,
the
two,
early prelims.
three,
I
four,
think this is the
five,
man to see.
6,
And
7,
it's pretty
8,
interesting to
9.
actually see, Sean.
10-fight, Milan, 10-fight win streak.
This guy's a sleeper. I think Zhu Rong gets it. I think he
I
gets
think,
it done.
yeah.
Possibly in the third round. Does he have any submissions actually?
He does have submissions. Yeah, he's got 4.
Okay, do you know what? I feel a nice submission. How many losses does Rodrigo have that were submissions? Because I see he has
Rodrigo
4
has see
losses.
Rodrigo has just the one by submission. But the thing about this fight, I like it because it's Rodrigo is a veteran, 35 years old in the game. It's actually Rodrigo's second fight in the UFC.
Oh wow.
So sorry, this will be Rodrigo's third fight in the UFC. His only two. He's had 2 fights in it, and he lost a unanimous decision, and then he got disqualified for an illegal knee. Hasn't
Oh
fought since
wow.
February of 2020, but I think that Rodrigo has really been put here to show how good Zhu Rong is. So I think you can't count out Rodrigo, but I'm going to go for Zhu Rong via a second round stoppage.
I see a
That's going to
third
be
round
my
submission,
prediction.
man. I agree with you there, Sean. Honestly, I think this is a make or break fight with Rodrigo. The fact that he isn't, although he is a veteran, well, not a veteran, but he is getting up there in the age
He's
side.
been around there for a while,
He
so he
has
definitely has some. He's got intellect. He knows what he's doing. Zhu Rong, only 21, well, obviously wouldn't have as
20
much.
fights, man. 20 fights. That's
Exactly, 20
ridiculous for
fights.
a 21-year-old.
You know what though? All 3 of his losses are by submission.
Oh, so that
So that's
shows that he
interesting.
always is on the ground. I
It's
reckon
interesting.
I see a third round submission for Zhu Rong. I think this guy's the sleeper. I think this guy's the man to watch. If you're watching the whole card, make sure to keep an eye out for this man. Rodrigo Vargas, unfortunately, I feel like this is his make or break fight because the fact that he's in the early prelims with 2, not even just losses with the disqualification, if you had 2 losses, fair enough, but straight up disqualifying yourself because of an illegal knee looks a lot worse. I think Rodrigo has to beat Zhu, but it's a hard fight for him, I believe. I see again Zhu Rong third round submission, and do you know what? I'll even predict the submission, rear naked.
Dana will definitely be watching this fight
Of course, man.
close.
Well, Sean, speaking of Dana, the next bantamweight fight is Dana Batgarel versus Kevin Natividad. Excuse me
Um,
for butchering the second names of these guys, but Dana double A Dana out here. One thing,
Dana.
one thing I see in the early prelims, a lot of Asian fighters, Sean.
Oh yeah, of course.
A l-
I think that's kind of to keep not to keep the attention, but to get some more interest because obviously you've got Wei Li Zhang fighting, who
mm,
would be bringing a lot of viewers from China. So
yeah,
if more people are representing China, that means more people will tune in for the whole card from Asia, not just China. Because I had this guy Dana Batgarel. I
he's
don't know
from
how to say his
Mongolia,
last name. He's Mongolian
mm,
indeed, and he's got
but still,
never been submitted, never been tapped, never been submitted, never been KO'd. But he's got 4 KO victories. He's actually his second fight in the UFC, Milan, and hasn't
he's
fought
doing
in
decent. He's doing
over a
decent
year.
though.
Hasn't fought in over a year.
His last fight was a round 1 KO against Guido Canetti. Kevin's last fight was actually a loss via KO punch as well. So this was in the third round, which shows that he might be he actually has lost in the first round as well to Glenn Baker to KO. So he is susceptible to getting KO'd. You know what, Sean? I'm gonna make a prediction right here, right now. Dana double H. You know why he has those two A's? Because he gets it done in the second round. KO's Kevin second round. That's the way I see it happening.
Interesting prediction there. I would. I look at Kevin and I see he's got clear knockout power. Same thing with Dana. Dana's clearly got knockout power. They've got the ability to finish this fight, but I perceive this fight going to a decision, and I think it'll be a decision victory to. It's hard to say. I'm gonna say that I'll say Dana. I'll say Dana in the. Even though we're going the exact same for every fight it seems, but
I think, Sean, it seems like we
I
have picked
think
all
I
the Asians here, huh?
But I feel like the Asian fighters at this point, obviously I don't know a lot about them, and we'll find out this Sunday morning for us anyway, Saturday for the UFC people, what these guys are all about. But I feel like these guys have been picked for a reason. They've been put in to get more fans from Asia to come to be watching. So I perceive these guys being good.
Yeah,
They're
for
like
sure, man.
his and this guy Dana's only got two losses, both by decision. But I think showing that he's 31 over to Kevin not I don't want to say his name. Kevin Quicksand. uh, Kevin Kevin Quicksand here is he's 3 years younger, so I feel like if you're gonna do it like countries like and like um Russia and like Asian kind of countries, I feel like if you're gonna start a discipline like anything like fighting or playing a sport or something, they usually do it from a very young age, and I
Mm.
feel like because of that, Dana would have um a bit more pedigree, a bit more knowledge inside the octagon. Obviously, he's got one less fight, but I feel like he would probably have a better IQ fight
Oh, for
wise. So I
sure.
think he
The
can get
fact
it
that
done
he hasn't been
I think
knocked out,
decision.
the fact that he hasn't been
I
knocked
think
out,
he'll,
I think plays a
yeah.
part. But
I
also,
think, yeah.
yeah, sorry for cutting you off, Sean, but also a big part I see. I think these Asian fighters are coming on with a chip on their shoulder because obviously a large portion of viewers are I'm gonna uh, say are gonna be predominantly Asian because Wei Zhang, obviously the first Chinese champion in the UFC, I believe, right? And pretty much since a lot of them are going to be fighting, there's going to be a lot of eyes on them as well. Do you know what I mean? So I think they
Yes,
want to
exactly.
definitely make uh, a good
Impression.
impression, basically, and do their countries proud. Do you know what I mean?
I would
But is
agree.
that
And
all you have for their early prelims? Yeah,
I
Sean?
think this is definitely the way to see it. Early prelims, we've definitely got our predictions down, and we'll review them or how well we predicted them in the podcast, which is coming out tomorrow.
Mm.
But let's jump straight to the prelims, and we got another featherweight fight in what is this guy's name? Pat
Pat Sabatani versus
Sabit.
Tristan Connolly.
Okay, okay. I'm actually not too familiar with either of these guys. Both of them are 30. Tristan Connolly is north of 30. He's got 35. He's on his way. Um, but hold on, our good friend here, Tristan Connolly, is on a four-fight win streak. All of them, except sorry, not all of them. I almost said something. Wait, what?
So
Milan,
what?
I need you to look at Tristan Connolly's record right now.
Yeah, what about it, man?
He beat a guy called Tyron Henderson at Cage Sport MMA. TKO retirement.
For real?
Does that, it says TKO, he looked this man in the face and he retired him.
The first I Quit
Obviously,
match in MMA.
no,
That's
sorry, he's
crazy.
on a 5-fight win streak, my mistake, but I, I'm guessing this means after the first round, he went to his corner
Ooh.
and he didn't come back out again. But saying retirement, I don't know, to me that just seems like he's retired some absolute bum.
Wow. Do you know what, Sean? Tristan Connolly is the one that retired him, yeah?
Yeah, I see.
What's
It's weird. It's weird for
Sabatani
me to guess
looking
this
like?
one.
What's Pat looking like, man?
So he's looking good. He's got 9 victories of his 13 coming by way of submission.
Oh no. How susceptible is Tristan to submissions?
Tristan is one submission
Okay.
loss, but Tristan's got 9 submission victories too.
Ooh. So this is a jiu-jitsu competition right here. I
Well,
see
well,
a
well, well.
jiu-jitsu fight here. I'm not gonna lie.
Both of them have got recent KO victories.
Mm.
Uh, I'm gonna come out straight away, predict this one in the books. I'm gonna say Mr. Pat Sabatini is not going to win this fight. He is going to get he's gonna get. I'm gonna say decisions. I'm gonna say what's gonna happen is this is gonna start off as a stand-up fight, and then it's gonna go into the kind of how do I say Tristan Conley pretty much. I perceive him doing well standing because he's got I think he's got a 2 inch reach like height advantage, so I think he'll do well in the stand up. He'll be putting in the work, and then if
Mm.
needs be, he'll bring it to the ground, maybe get some takedowns. I think Tristan Conley is 35, the veteran. Obviously I'm going for the veteran in a lot of these, but I
Mm-hmm.
think that he's coming off a lot of like his losses. Like he went his first ever fight professionally. He won, and then he went 2 fights a lot. He lost 2 fights, won, lost a fight, won a fight, lost a fight, went 2 fights unbeaten, lost a fight, then went 4 fights unbeaten, lost a fight, and then since then he has not lost. He's on a 5 fight win streak. I just think that he's just trying to make the most of what he has left in his career anyway at 145. I don't perceive him as a big challenger in the 145 division, but I've been proven wrong before, and that's my prediction: is Tristan Boondock Conley is going to come away with the tasty decision.
Well, Sean, you were talking about Tristan Conley and Pat, and I won't lie, I was kind of seeing Pat. I don't know, I had a feeling Pat might do something here, but you talking about it more, do you know what I mean? I don't know, Tristan, the look Tristan is giving me in in his picture just tells me something. But Pat coming in way younger than Tristan. To be honest, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna say Tristan Conley. Fuck it. I'm leaning towards it as well. Uh, I kind of see a finish as well. I see a submission. A decision is definitely possible, and it probably will be like my second choice. But you know what? Let's to spice it up a little bit. I'm gonna say a. I don't know why, but I see a twister in the third round for Tristan Connolly.
You are so deluded. What are you
And if it's
saying?
not a, nah, you know what? Tristan Twister Connolly. That's what we're gonna call him from now on. Sean, I was just looking there. The next middleweight fight, Sean. Carl Robertson, yeah, versus Brendan Allen.
Robertson.
Sean, Carl
Robert.
Robertson's last fight was against Marvin Vittori, and he got rear naked choked. Brendan Allen's last fight was
Robertson
against Sean
has.
Strickland.
Ooh.
So these guys have fought
Honestly,
serious fighters. They haven't fought bums.
Milan.
He has fought. Yeah, what's up, bro?
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to intercept you right away.
Go 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 go
I'm
go.
gonna tell you how exactly what's gonna happen. This is my prediction. Brendan All In Allen is gonna win this fight via submission. And I say that because this man, Brendan Allen, is off. He has lost his last fight. He lost it via KO, but the reasons I'm saying he's gonna win is because he's actually beaten a fighter back in 2019 called Kevin Holland. He
Yeah, I was about to mention that
he
as well, but
he's
I have
got
some
8
facts.
submission victories, and Carl Robertson only has 2 victories via KO, but he has 3 losses via submission. So I don't perceive him knocking this guy out, but I do see Brendan Allen tapping him out. So that's my prediction, and that's me in concrete. I'm saying Allen by submission in. I'm gonna pick it around as well. I'm gonna say in the third, I think.
Well, Sean, that's interesting, but Obviously, Carl Baby K. Robertson, his last three losses have been two submissions. Well, two submissions, not two, the number two. But Sean, one thing I have to point out here. This man has a little win over a guy called Ryan Spann, who we all know beat
Is
one
the
of the
GOAT.
greatest fighters of all time, Sam Alvey. And then he lost to Johnny Walker, but then he won against Misha Serkinov. So to beat Ryan Spann, and not only to beat him, decision or submission, he KO'd him in the first round in Dana White's Contender Series. So to be honest, he has had a rocky start, but the thing is, he's had hard fights. His last two losses were submissions. Well, his last three losses were submissions. Cesar Ferreira, Glover Teixeira, and Marvin Vittori. This guy loses to championship material guys. Yeah? This guy loses to serious title contenders. Yeah? These aren't
Yeah.
plums. So, to be honest, I don't see Brendan Allen as one of the as good as Glover Teixeira, but the fact that he has beaten Kevin Holland, it definitely fucking speaks. Do you know what I mean? It definitely fucking shouts, I'm a beast. So, you can't knock the logic, the Ryan Spann logic, though. I see Carl Robertson knocking this fool out on his ass in the first round.
Understood.
You know what, Brendan?
We got a
Apologies, I
little.
don't want to call you a fool, I'll respect you, but I believe that Carl is going to knock you out due to him knocking out Ryan Spann. That's just how it is, man.
Okay, we got a little disagreeing there, but it's good to see that we know one of us will be right at the end of the
Yeah.
day. Moving on, Dwight Grant is fighting Stefan Sekulic, I believe it. I'm not
Stefan
sure how to pronounce. I don't know.
Sekulic versus
Sekulic.
Dwight the Body Snatcher Grant, who has 7 KOs and 3 decisions. So this
I'm
guy
gonna, I'm
definitely.
gonna just tell you right now, both these guys coming off a loss, and I'm gonna just predict it without even, I'm gonna predict a first round KO to Stefan Sekulic because I think they're both gonna stand and bang, and Sekulic is gonna land some heavy, heavy bombs. Sekulic used to be at, hold on, what weight is this fight at?
It's at middleweight. Oh wait, no, never mind.
It's
Yeah, it's
at
at welterweight.
welterweight, and
Excuse me.
Sekulic used to fight at 185, so I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he's gonna have heavier. I think he's gonna have heavier hands.
Well, not only that,
That's just
Sean,
my.
he is
I don't really
younger.
want to talk about this fight too much, but
He
I see that's how I see it going.
he is younger as well, which is interesting. By 7 years, which is huge. So to be honest, I see Stefan possibly rocking Dwight, but I think second round submission. I see a guillotine because Sean, this guy has 4 guillotines out of 6 submissions. He has 4 guillotines, so I could see a second round guillotine for Stefan Sekulic. That's what my take on it. And do you want to mention the last fight there, Sean?
Uh, yes, sir. This is Alex Oliveira taking on Randy Brown. Um, you know, this is kind of like another situation of a veteran taking on a kind of a newcomer to the UFC anyway. Actually, hold on, that's completely wrong. I've just said that. I just looked at his record. He's not a newcomer to the UFC at all. He's got a weird record. He lost his last fight to Vicente Luque, Randy Brown did, which is obviously not someone to be ashamed of losing to. Both of them are coming off a loss. I'm gonna just put it right out there. This one's gonna be a stand-up fight, and I'm gonna say Randy Brown by KO.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, Sean,
Um,
first of all, I want to mention no disrespect to Alex, the cowboy Oliveira, yeah? But I think that he is one of the weirdest looking people of all time. Like, bro, him and Charles Oliveira just have this look, yeah, that they're like, I don't know. Do you know when you fuck around and make fighters in the UFC, yeah, in the game, bro?
yes,
He looks
sir.
exactly like that. It's like you were just fucking around with the settings and you you get Alex Oliveira, man. But listen, no disrespect at all, but To be honest, I've heard of Alex Oliveira, and his record actually looks very nice. I won't lie. He is 22-9 with 12 KOs, 5 submissions, and 5 decisions. So he has 17 finishes out of 22 wins. Uh,
Yeah.
and but he hasn't won in a while. Actually, his last finish win was in 2018, and since then he's only won 2 more fights out of 6. So that's not too good to see. Obviously, Randy Rude Boy Brown, has obviously lost to Vicente Luque, but Vincente's he's a proper fighter as well, yeah? He's like a challenger, because he just beat Tyrone Woodley. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
So,
sir.
to be honest, this is a difficult fight for me to predict, I won't lie. But I see Randy Brown getting the decision win here. That's what I think is going to
Decision.
happen. I think it's going to
Interesting.
be a standard
Interesting.
bang. I think they might go to the floor, a couple takedowns, a couple maybe submission attempts, possibly even someone dropping someone else. But I see this going to a submission, to be honest. Decision, excuse me, to Randy Rude Boy Brown.
Interesting.
Mm.
Well, I have Andy Rude Boy to win by KO. Or I'm not playing around, but I feel like he's going to get that stoppage anyway. But our first fight on the main card now,
Yes, sir.
Anthony Smith, Jimmy Crute. I'm gonna just say it how I see it. I'm gonna say this is more from a fan perspective than anything. I'm gonna say Anthony Smith is gonna take this via decision. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a split decision. It's gonna be a very close fight, technically standing, and yeah, that's how I'm seeing this fight going. I've sort of thought about this one just because Anthony Smith not been on the best run of fights anyway. You know, he's kind of got a pat. His record at the moment is very checkered. But I think it's going to be a fight for him where he's going to get the decision against 12-1 Jimmy Crute.
Mm. To be honest, I see it possibly the same way, to be honest with you. But the thing is, Anthony Smith, for some reason, I thought he was very old, but he is still relatively young. He's only 32. He is at the age where he should be kind of like 1% decline off his prime. And we all know Anthony Lionheart Smith. The reason they call him that is because he has a fucking lion's heart. He doesn't quit. And obviously Jimmy Crute, 25 years old. One thing that I see a little bit worrying is that he has a win over the greatest of all time, Sam Alvey,
Sam
via
Alvey,
TKO.
indeed.
But to be honest, I see this being a war. I don't think. I don't know. For some reason, I see Jimmy Crute possibly finishing Anthony Smith.
You see, I just don't because it's a three rounder. So I think
Yeah. Because I
maybe if
see
it
it
was
later in
five,
the fight. Yeah, I see Anthony
but
Smith edging out a decision. I think it'd be a split decision to Anthony.
yeah, I completely agree. But
Cool.
just moving on to the next one.
Yep.
Uriah Hall, Chris Weidman. I'm gonna say it how I see it, boys. Uriah Hall is gonna get the revenge over Chris Weidman here.
Oh.
Chris Weidman, I'm not a fan just purely because I feel like he should have given up on life, not life, fighting a long time ago. But you know, he's still going with the first play to him. But I'm seeing Uriah Hall win this fight. And I think he's going to win this one very impressively. Maybe
No.
not by knockout, but definitely
Oh no.
it'll
Nah.
it'll be
You're
impressive.
delusional, bro.
You think Chris Weidman?
No. I just think Chris Weidman is gonna get knocked out because
Oh, okay.
his last 7 fights, he has had 5 losses, and out of those 5 losses, he has been KO'd or TKO'd. I see
Jesus
Uriah
Christ.
Hall. He is more of a fighter that likes to get it done in the middle of
It's
the
true.
middle of the fight. The start towards the middle. I see a sec. You know what? I see a first to second round. I can't pinpoint it because I see it in
Yeah.
both rounds, but
No,
I'm gonna say
definitely
Uriah
not
Hall.
first for me. First, second, or third. I think you're right.
No,
Second or third.
I see a first or second in my
Early third
opinion.
though.
I see a first or
No, but
second.
I'm saying second or early third. You know, because
Okay.
I think maybe you'll have him hurt at the end of second.
Possibly. To be honest, I see Chris Weidman again coming in here with so much pressure because this fight is basically like his last run. Just like Uberim basically had, the last run. And honestly, obviously, I mean, he lost. So I think Chris Weidman is going to get knocked out, or he's going to get finished via TKO or KO in late first, or just first or second round. I can't pinpoint a round, but I will say in the first or second round he will get finished.
Yes, sir. Chris Weidman, we've both predicted to lose. But nextly, a fight I think we could both agree on, maybe Valentina Shevchenko
Oh,
is going to
I
knock
already know
out
who I'm saying here.
Jessica Andrade. Jessica Andrade is going to get knocked out in the third round,
Oh
and that is
man,
how
stop.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. It's not gonna be a head kick. Well, the head kick is gonna be a problem. She's gonna kick her in the head. Is how I see it. She's gonna set it up beautifully, and then she's gonna drop her with her hands, and that's gonna be game over for me. So yeah, that's kind of that's just how I see it. Valentina is gonna continue the run as champ.
Sean, I think Jessica Andrade is going to try and catch the finish. I think she's going to try and come in, reclaim her title, and do it in style. But I think Valentina Shevchenko, she's on a whole new level. Do you know what I mean? She's going to outclass her for 5 rounds, get the unanimous decision. I think that's how it's going to be. Valentina Shevchenko, she is a fucking beast, man. Let me tell you. Man, I just want to say real quick, these 3 title fights, yeah, are fucking beautiful. I won't even lie. Yeah, I got Valentina on the unanimous decision, man. Uh,
Unanimous.
yeah.
Okay, that's fair. You know, I could see the finish and the decision going either way, but a fight which I do not see a decision
Oh, I was
is
gonna
I
say the
see
same, man. I was gonna say the
Wei Li
same.
Zhang, Rose Namajunas. I think Wei Li Zhang's gonna kill her.
She's gonna finish her in the second round. That's just the
Really?
number that's coming into my mind, literally randomly.
I think four. I think number four, the four
Oh,
podcast,
do you know what? Fuck
fourth
it, yeah, I'll say
minute.
4 as well then. I have to. I see Wei. I was gonna say Wei Zhang's getting it finished. Unfortunately, I don't think
I think Rose
Rose.
though, yeah? Rose, she got chin, she got the chin. She has a chin. So I
But I
think
think she's gonna
she'll
deteriorate
last.
throughout the fight because Wei Zhang. We saw
Exactly.
what she did to
Fourth.
fucking Joanna your Jacek. She fucking made her look like Megamind. So Wei Zhang, my girl out here, is gonna represent China, do China proud, and defend that title once again. And KO or TKO. She's gonna finish Rose, I believe.
You know
Uh,
what, Milan?
yeah. What's up,
There's actually a fight that you've been chirping about all day in school today, saying a
bro?
finish is
Stop, man.
incoming. That's our main event at
Stop.
170. Kamaru Usman, Jorge Masvidal. I think Milan will be making our bet of the week this week, not myself,
Okay. That.
because he has been chirping about how what bets he's gonna make and all this. So Milan, take the floor. Who's winning and why?
Okay,
And what's
Sean.
the bet of the week?
Well, obviously, it's. I always mention that there's always a want and there's always I think. Yeah, I want Jorge to win because it set up such interesting matchups. You know what I mean? But I think Kamaru Usman is gonna win. Do you know why, Sean? Bald Kamaru Usman with no hairline, and guess what? His dad is attending his fight live for the first time after coming out of jail after 10 years, I believe. So Kamaru Usman, he's gonna come in there as a scary fighter. And man, when I tell you the odds, I sent you the odds today, Sean. If you were to put €10, okay, wait, let me just get this. If you were to put €10 on Kamaru Usman winning by TKO, you get €43 back. If you put it on Jorge winning by TKO or KO, you get 55. You man, I don't see Jorge winning this. Unfortunately, I
But
don't.
Milan, who is winning? You don't see Jorge
Sean
at all?
Kamaru, no,
I think
no, I
Jorge
don't.
could do it. I think you could do it
No,
because I think Kamara's going to stand with him, and
no.
that's going to be his biggest error.
Sean, we saw what he did to Gilbert Burns. We saw what he did. He broke Kobe's jaw. One of the most the fighter that is, he is
Okay,
fucking. His cardio is on a whole new level, and we saw Jorge getting fucking. He was on the verge of slowing down against Diaz, but unfortunately that cut fucked it up. Kamaru Usman is getting this finish. I think he wants to show his dad how he is fucking came from nothing to something to everything. I think he's gonna get this finished. And again, my bet of the week, if I was to put on money, I would put it on Kamaru Usman winning by KO or TKO.
Okay, I'm going to say Jorge Masvidal is going to win this weekend. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Kamara Usman wins. I don't know how. That's why I'm not making the bet of the week this week, because I don't actually, personally, I can't predict this one, and that's why it's Milan's bet of the week. Hey guys, if you're listening, make sure you
Oh,
tune in and do that
wait.
bet
I
of the
just want to
week.
mention two quick
But
things, real quick. Two quick things. PFL. We have
Anthony Pettis
Anthony
is
Pettis
fighting,
fighting Collard. In the lightweight, he's going to main event it, and let's be real, Pettis is getting this done, I believe.
and the next fight,
Oh,
Hornswoggle's fighting today. Hornswoggle is going to get knocked out.
bro,
Ladies and gentlemen, Hornswoggle's getting knocked out.
Bro,
But
Hornswoggle is coming out with Finley. He has, Sean, I don't think you understand. He has the 13-pound weight advantage against Dynamite. That is power, okay? I see Swoggle getting this done. First round KO.
Okay, fair enough.
That's
it, guys. That's it for today. I gotta dip. I gotta get out of here. Milan, tell the people what to do.
Alright, guys, like, subscribe. Listen, boys, tune in to Sunday's podcast where we're gonna have a fat one, man. I'm telling you, we have so much shit to talk about. But listen,
Talk to you soon, guys.
Talk to you soon.
Alright, see you.
See you guys. Peace.